Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, he hails from the Department of Corrections in Cobb County, Georgia, and weighs in tonight at 315 pounds, the Big Bossman. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, a rematch from SummerSlam 1991. We all remember the stipulation. The loser of that match had to spend a night in jail. The Big Bossman came out victorious. Big score to be settled here. 34 years on. It's American Justice versus Canadian Justice here tonight. What a match this is going to be. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by his manager, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. He hails from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and weighs in tonight at 257 pounds, the Mountie. Oh, a man obsessed with Canadian justice, and he was not happy about having to spend the night in jail 34 years ago. He's been waiting for the opportunity to get revenge on the Big Bossman ever since. Of course, no number one contendership on the line in this match, but you've got to believe a good performance from either of these men has to put them in line for a shot at the past gen television title. More than titles on the line here. A score that needs to be settled. The Bossman doesn't like the Mountie. The Mountie doesn't like the Big Bossman. What will prevail here? Would it be Canadian justice, or would it be the justice of the good old US of A? As the Mountie here starting out trying to nail some punches on the Big Bossman. Nice block by the Bossman, right hand. And a big Polish hammer knocking the Mountie down. Look at Jimmy Hart, he's not happy. The Big Bossman, one of the best strikers in the history of the business. Very, very large man at 6'6", over 300 pounds, but very athletic with that size as well as he comes charging in and takes the Mountie down. Big Bossman in control at the moment, sends the Mountie into the corner. A series of shoulder thrusts to the midsection, knocking all of the wind out of the Mountie, and a big knee right to the face. Of course, these men are in action. They are going to be part of that big save data pack. Over 90 wrestlers, all with movesets and entrances. From WWF 88 to 92. I am still working on that. It will be ready at some point. Hopefully for their 100th anniversary, but I really am making progress on it at the moment. Hopefully within the next month or two that's going to be available as the Mountie picks up the Big Bossman. Nice vertical suplex. And look at that, look at the cockiness, look at the arrogance. Going for a pin with a foot on the man's chest. And unsurprisingly not getting the cover, not getting the 3 count. Oh, look at this. Jacques Rougeau with that maneuver. Big Bossman has his feet on the ropes and refusing to break that hold, waiting for the referee to get to the count of 4. He waits to the count of 5, the referee will disqualify him. But Jacques Rougeau, the Mountie, knows all the dirtiest tricks in the book, and he's using it to his full advantage here to try and wear down the Big Bossman, reapplying that hold again. This capacity crowd not appreciating the tactics of the Mountie. As he drags the Big Bossman in the centre of the ring. Has he done enough to wear him down and get the victory? Here now the Big Bossman managing to get the shoulder up. Mountie staying on him, knee to the gut, and look at that, a thumb to the eye. The referee really should have disqualified him for that. Is that what Canadian justice is all about? As the Mountie sends the Big Bossman into the corner, comes charging in, finds nothing but the Big Bossman's elbow. Nice reversal and a big boot. Despite everything that's been thrown at him, Big Bossman still fighting away, knocking him down with another Polish hammer. Now right hands, right to the face. But things not going to plan here for Jimmy Hart and his man as the Big Bossman sends him for the ride off the rope, picks him up and a thunderous spinebuster. The Big Bossman now going to work. Look at that, knocking all of the air out of Jacques Rougeau. And that big heavy right hand to the gut and another one. He really felt the effects of that. As the Bossman knocks him against the ropes, look at this. One of his signature moves, puts him front first on that second rope and puts all of the 315 pounds right across, choking the man. Oh, wait a minute, referee getting in the way. Nonetheless, Bossman still in control here. Goes for the Irish whip. The Mountie putting the brakes on. Look at this Jimmy Hart. What is he doing? Distracting the referee. Wait, and the Mountie's reaching into his tights. He just nailed the Big Bossman with a foreign object. And Jimmy Hart causing the distraction. Oh, come on, this is not justice being dished out. And the Mountie has cheated his way to victory thanks to help from his manager, Jimmy Hart. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the Mountie. Well, the Mountie cheating his way to victory and getting revenge on the Big Bossman after 34 years. Disgusting scenes here. If you want some great created wrestlers in your game, but without going through the lengthy process of creating them yourself, well, I can help you out with that. If you play on PS2 or PS2 emulator, I can create just for you a custom save data file and preload it with up to 30 created wrestlers that you have chosen. If you're interested, send me an email at pastgengamingemail@gmail.com. My email is linked on the main channel page, and I can also do this for the PSP, but on PSP I can only do save files for the European version of the game.